What is going on, guys? Today we're reacting to Why Do Women Hate Sydney Sweeney, and done by Shoe on the Head. And I've seen some other videos of her, and I thought they bang. So I'm decided let's check this out on stream. So I do hope you did enjoy it, and let's get right into it. Okay, cool.
Been living under a rock. You probably haven't heard that Sydney Sweeney was in an American Eagle commercial.
That was a good
Genes
commercial.
are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
What if she was
Sydney
not
Sweeney
blonde
has great
and blue
genes.
eyes?
Get it? Jeans.
Will people be mad?
Jeans, because she's attractive. And she is. I can see why men like her. She has a really cute face and a nice body. But
With a small ass. What?
personally, my favorite thing about Sydney Sweeney is that she's a Nazi. Did they mean to
What the
include
hell?
a bunch of Nazi dog whistles in this? How the f did she agree to this? Actual Nazi ad. The only way Sydney Sweeney would be okay with doing an ad like this is if she was a Nazi.
This is Nazi shit.
Well, like, where's she even? Like, what's her background from?
That is being racist.
For a racist ad.
Some of you guys might be too young to remember, but back in the day when an ugly girl was jealous of a pretty girl, she would simply call her a whore.
Or
But
yeah.
that's a good thing now.
That's a
so we have
classic.
to call her racist. I am going to be completely honest. I have no idea what
I still call
movies
people whores.
Sydney Sweeney is in. All I know, she is a very popular celebrity, and I always see discourse on Twitter about her being mid.
No, it's not that she's. It's not okay. Here, I'll give you a quick breakdown, dude. It's just because she got a small body. Her body is kind of small.
What is wrong with you people? Who is not mid
That's it.
nowadays?
That's the only reason
I saw
why.
Anne Hathaway get called mid the other day.
All right, that's
Anne
cap.
Hathaway.
Cap.
If these
Cap.
women
Cap.
are mid, I'm like a sub-zero. I'm like a -2. I am
Bro,
like a horseshoe
Anne
crab
Hathaway
on the
is
bottom of the ocean.
smash.
Horseshoe crabs are pretty base though. 445 million years,
creation.
no evolution. That's me.
That's based.
Millions of years on YouTube, no evolution. Sydney Sweeney has like a fun,
Also based.
bubbly personality. She seems like she enjoys being feminine, and it seems like she doesn't hate men, which is a big plus. She really
I wouldn't really. I mean, I don't know anything about her, but I say like she knows how to do the business. You know, it's like she knows how to play the game. But it's like
plays
she knows
into
people
the like I'm a
what's gonna
hot
get her
blonde
popular.
bombshell. I have big titties thing. Which are we back to liking titties as a society? Didn't
Yeah,
Kim Kardashian deflate her ass recently? That's how I knew the
Wait,
ass
she
fad
did?
was over. The fall of Kim Kardashian's ass and the rise of Sydney Sweeney. Besides,
So,
ass
like why
is
can't we
normal. I don't
have
objectify women. I respect
a nice middle ground? Nice size chest, nice size body. I mean, I'm just a man of culture. Come on.
women, okay? The only thing that matters to me is a woman's mind. And thighs. What is like the
Thick
male
thighs.
body equivalent to this debate? Abs or arms? Personally, I love a good forearm.
shoulders?
I love a good, nice, thick, manly wrist. And you know
Oh,
what
yeah.
looks great on a wrist? A watch. Which brings us to today's sponsor,
God damn it.
Holstern. So let's quickly give them a shout out before
How'd
we
she
get
finesse
into
this?
today's video, shall we?
Holstern is a young Austrian
Sydney Sweeney,
company that
with
creates
glasses.
unique watches, jewelry, and accessories using all natural materials like wood and stone. Their high-quality timepieces
I'm not a
come
big
in
watch
various
guy,
designs
to be
for
honest.
both men and women, making them the perfect choice for any style or occasion. All of Holstern's products are manufactured
Like,
in
let's-
small quantities.
Let's be honest, like, dude, what do you need a watch for? Because like, you know, you got a phone which has more than just the time. It has so much more. Is there a point?
To ensure responsible and ethical production, while making sure each item is built to last. I personally love the kaleidoscope watch with the little flower design on the pearl dial.
I mean,
think it
it's
is
cool.
so beautiful and so cute. I'm
But not with
obsessed
the money.
it. The glass is made of sapphire crystal, making it scratch resistant, while the strap is crafted from koa wood, and it's
Don't even know
water
what that is.
resistant as well. There's also the Moonrise watch, which is made from genuine white marble and
Wait.
stainless steel. It shows
Bro,
the
all those
weekday,
watches are like
date,
in
and
the
even
couple
the
$100.
current moon phase,
Did they
which
send
is
her
really cool.
all these
I
watches,
think
or
all
did
the
they just
products
send it
make
back?
very beautiful gifts, and since they're all made from natural materials, they're all very unique. All their items come with a 2-year warranty, and
Oh, that
ordering
Stellaric
online
one,
is
the
super
emerald looking
easy
one, that's
with
pretty cool.
free worldwide shipping within 5
like
to 9
$400, I'm
business
good.
days. And if you're in the US, don't worry, Holstern handles the custom feeds for you, so no unexpected drama there. Just click my link in the description below and use my special discount code SHOE to get 15% off your
Oh,
order.
shoot.
Plus,
Wait,
if
shoe
you
on the
additionally
wrist?
sign up for their free premium club membership, you'll get access to exclusive products, special discounts, and early pre-sales. But if you only want to check things
Damn,
out
this
for
is a
now, no
long ad
pressure,
read.
you can just sign up, come back later, and you'll still get a special discount on your first purchase. So if you're
Fuck.
looking for a unique gift or just want to treat yourself to a nice watch, I highly suggest checking out Holskern. Big thank you to Holskern for sponsoring this video. And now, let's get back to it.
God
My
damn.
jeans are brown.
But my jeans are technically brown.
Sounds like I shit my pants.
The woke outrage over
Got
Sydney
khakis on.
Sweeney's ad has gone from, well, bad to worse.
Some people have taken issue with the phrase great genes being used over images of a blonde, blue-eyed woman.
If
Oh my
Sydney
God.
Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic. Okay.
What the
Thank you
fuck?
very much, everybody.
TikTok
Well,
and
that's
Twitter
cherry-picking.
absolutely blew up with thousands and thousands of people calling this ad fascist propaganda. Yes, they literally took the jeans and jeans pun to be some kind of Nazi dog whistle because Sydney Sweeney is an attractive
like-
blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman, which apparently
what's
has
the
been an
background of,
extinct
like, of
species
her-
for
where
so
she came
long in
from?
advertisement that when people saw this, they got scared and thought they saw the ghost of Hitler. Is Sydney Sweeney a Nazi?
Wait, she's the she's the female embodiment of Hitler? Crazy.
No. But do these people kind of have a point about this ad?
No.
Also, no, they are unwell. But let's hear them out. Let's watch some
Hey,
of
yo,
these TikToks.
that's all-
Let's listen to them.
Yo, she's kind of base, bro. She has a white monster right there.
Listen to their points. We're not gonna be mean. We're not gonna own the libs, okay? We are going to hear them out.
You guys are complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it.
Yeah. What?
That's Nazi propaganda.
Holy, 2014
Okay,
Tumblr.
bro, I like how
What
she said
the
it.
Out here looking like she walked
Nazi
straight out of a Stone
propaganda.
Toss comic. Looking like you're going on the thumbnail of this video. Listen, if your bangs end in
Was
the
she?
middle of your
I don't think she
forehead,
was.
you don't have to tell me your political
Well,
opinion.
maybe she was. I don't
I
know.
know them. I can tell. Okay, sorry. I got it out of my system. Let's continue.
I will be the friend that's too woke.
I've seen
because
this one
the
before.
Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird, like fascist weird,
Wait, does she have blue eyes? Is she half Nazi?
like Nazi propaganda weird.
So this commercial was apparently a reference to an old Brooke Shields commercial from the 80s.
Brooke
The
Shields.
secret of life lies hidden in the genetic code. Genes are fundamental in determining the
What the hell is going on?
characteristics of an individual and passing on these characteristics to succeeding generations. This may result in the origin of an entirely new
What the fuck? Wait, who puts their pants on like that?
which brings us to Calvin's and the survival of the fittest.
Calvin Klein jeans.
Oh my god, she turns into a swastika. She was like 14 in that ad, by the way.
I mean, kind of.
Really creepy. So at least Sydney Sweeney is of legal age. 14 is actually pretty old for Brooke Shields if you know her history and her lore. If anything, that is the most f***ed up thing about this Sydney Sweeney ad, referencing an old ad of a child star who was abused by Hollywood. But yeah, it was a
I didn't even know that either.
to an old commercial. And Sydney Sweeney is the current day hot celebrity, so they chose to do it with her. They unfortunately failed to consider the fact that in current year, white people are not allowed to say that they have good genes because that is Nazi
Racist.
propaganda.
Yep.
A
Nazi
blonde-haired,
propaganda.
blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes.
Yeah.
Like, that is Nazi propaganda.
You don't get to drop lines about
But,
inherited
like-
traits, blue eyes, and great genes while zooming in on somebody that could have walked straight off of a Nazi propaganda poster.
A white, blonde,
But just because she looks like one doesn't make you one. I mean, isn't that what racism, like, stereotypes are about? Like, you know, they say you look like one thing and then you're not like that, you know?
blue-eyed, Hitler's wet dream, talking about how much she loves her
Are these
genetics,
guys
not
racist?
forgetting
They're
eugenics.
racist.
It's giving male fantasy.
I like how eugenics and being attractive to men are like equally terrible things to these people.
Sydney Sweeney's jeans ad is giving
Oh, nice hair.
ethnic propaganda. It is giving dystopian. It is giving
Weird face, though.
1940s Germany.
Why do they all speak the same?
The Crimson
Why do they all
Chin.
do the same sh- They all say the same It's giving. It's giving.
Put a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, fair-skinned woman in an ad and say she has good genes. I don't know if I can say this, but
So-
it's literally giving Nazi propaganda.
What if, like, anybody else said that? Would they have a problem? Probably not. It's only because she's
It's
white.
giving. Also, the flesh-colored microphone? Why? It's giving dick, okay?
True.
It's giving penis.
Yeah, pee
It's giving cock.
I can't believe I actually have to
See,
explain
look at
this,
that. It's
but
got,
there's
like,
a reason
no-
they
no, she got no
picked
back.
a girl named Sydney Sweeney for this ad, and it's not just her blonde hair and her blue eyes. Sydney Sweeney is laying with her German Shepherd dog in the shoe.
Okay. Oh,
Her
is that
name
a problem?
Sydney Sweeney, so her initials are SS.
SS?
They
Oh, shit, she's
intentionally
cooking. Hold on,
included
hold on, let her
German
cook.
Shepherd dog in the photo shoot.
Oh my god. Take your
Oh,
meds.
German-
Meds.
oh.
Her name is
Ah,
Sydney
let her
Sweeney.
cook, let her cook.
Her initials are SS, like the Nazis.
Nazis.
The
And
dog
the
is a
German
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
German, like the Nazis. Are
Yeah.
they putting crack in birth control nowadays? What is
Shit,
going
maybe.
on? She is a hot woman. She is a hot woman because of the way she looks. She looks the way she looks because of genetics. She has great genes.
She has
That
great
is how a
genes.
normal person sees it. She's blonde and has blue eyes and her initials are SS and she has a German Shepherd. Is how a schizophrenic, politically brain-rotted person sees it.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling American Eagle. This is Jess. How can I help
They,
today?
no way. They call customer support.
Marketing student and was wondering if I could speak to someone who could maybe give me some insight as to what
God.
estimated return on investment there has to be willing to use white supremacy and eugenics as your marketing campaign.
How many views does it get on TikTok?
On a marketing campaign?
Harassing some poor worker. Doesn't
Yeah.
fucking speak English. Has all to do with the commercial.
Probably never
These
even seen
people are
commercial
sick.
either.
Yes, I recently saw American Eagle's eugenics marketing
Eugenics.
campaign where they used that white blonde girl and talked about how good her genes were in a time where racism is rampant in the U.S.
I see.
It's not. It's not.
Time to share your feedback.
Why are you bothering this random ass Filipino woman with your West Wing ass TED talk? Nobody gives a
Okay, so there's no way to, as a student, I can't learn about when eugenics makes sense in marketing? No
Ask
one
your
on the
teachers.
marketing team can talk to me about that?
Bro, I bet you the person, like, she does sounds like English is a second language, and eugenics is a pretty, like, it's not a common word, bro. She probably has no idea what that means.
I miss like 50 years ago when these people would just be serial killers instead of doing whatever the this is.
Yeah, serial killers were
She's even got
chill.
other celebrities seething.
Genes are passed down from
Is this
parents
Doja
to
Cat?
offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
She doesn't even have hair.
My
Isn't she
genes are
bald?
blue.
Haha, she did a dumb redneck voice, get it? Because all white people are dumb inbred hicks. Good one, Doja. Hey, by the way, why are you pandering to the same exact people who got your ass canceled for wearing a Sam Hyde shirt once? They all
I don't know
think
what
you're
Sam Hyde
racist
is.
too, girl.
That's
but
on me.
Nice try. Hope they see this.
Doja Cat is making fun of Sydney Sweeney's ad only because
Damn, she got a
realized
unibrow.
after all those years of her kissing up to white supremacists, they're never going to accept her because she's a half black.
Damn, and
woman.
then she just
wearing the
get
Sam
cooked.
Hyde shirt, you dating all these white supremacists. So make fun of the ad all you want, but we'll never forget you rolling around in those chat rooms showing white supremacists your feet so they can make fun of your black ass.
Oh, they did see
I
it.
thought you said
and they
half
still
black.
hate you.
Weird adverts aside about how the best genes are characterized in a conventionally attractive white, blonde, blue-eyed woman. Not true. I mean, look at me. Within 5 years, or as soon as she shows
Okay,
any
that's
sign
kinda
of
based.
aging, that's it. The moment she becomes visibly over 25.
Enjoy the ride now, babe, before you get too old and ugly and hit the wall.
Hey, it happens to
Bud
everybody, dude.
Mowgli. This is just
Well, almost
something I've
everybody.
noticed in the
Not Anne
decade
Hathaway.
of criticizing feminism on the internet. Male feminists are the most misogynistic, sexist freaks ever. When they finally have
True.
an acceptable, approved target to go after. God forbid you are a woman with the incorrect opinion, because hell hath no fury
True.
like a male feminist replying to you.
A strawberry blonde, blue-eyed woman marketing
Wait, what does strawberry blonde mean? That doesn't make sense.
having great genes. This is just a
Am I
whole
miss?
fucking
Do I not understand
eugenics
that?
campaign, and I, for one,
Holy shit, they really love the
would
eugenics
like to
phrase.
throw myself off a balcony.
Do it.
Do it.
Do a
Oh
backflip,
shit.
live stream it.
Holy,
Also, these people just
damn. We had the same mind here. Hell yeah. Send her, bud.
don't know what the eugenics movement is. Talking about genetics is not eugenics. Sydney Sweeney did not say she had the best genes or superior genes or that other people had bad, inferior genes.
yeah.
Someone even made it like a fake ad, like Beyonce has better genes, and it's like, Why'd you pick the picture where she has like a blonde wig on?
Oh, damn.
This campaign is poking at women's greatest and most tender insecurity under the patriarchy, which
The
is
patriarchy, okay.
desirability and the beauty standard. It affects
We're hitting all those words, you know?
not only
Eugenics,
non-white
patriarchy,
women, even though
races.
this is clearly white supremacist, Aryan race propaganda, but it also adversely affects the majority of white women who do not naturally have blonde hair and blue eyes. Because yes, even the women who can achieve this look have to do it through artificial means in one way or
Such
another.
as?
The vast majority of white women are not naturally blonde. And of course, lots of white women are also insecure about having brown eyes. So that's a whole generation of young white women who are being further propagandized to purchase blonde hair dye and contacts for the
What?
rest of all time.
Blonde hair dye,
Wait.
okay, well.
What? Are attractive women just not allowed to model anymore because, like, God forbid it makes
Wait,
them
bro. Don't teach these guys about cosplaying. Oh my god, they'll go fucking crazy.
other women insecure? And as someone with brown eyes, I've never once felt insecure about having brown eyes. Like, yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna get into
It's weird.
hyperborea, but I've seen myself photoshopped with blue eyes. Horrifying.
Yeah,
so
that's not
we've
good.
gone from Nazi propaganda to genocide to racism to now poor little girls are gonna feel insecure because they don't have blue eyes like Sydney Sweeney.
Another thing about the Sydney Sweeney beauty standard that is very important to note is that big boobs are a hallmark of what conservative men are attracted to.
That's not
At the end
true.
of the early 2000s and through the 2010s, we were becoming a more progressive society, and so we also naturally progressed to be a more ass-centric society.
What
In
the
the 2000s, we were
fuck?
becoming more progressive, so we started objectifying women's butts. What? The communist
does that make
utopia will
sense?
be ass-centric, apparently. I didn't know the ass first thing was political. How does she know conservatives are all boob men? Conservatives in the audience, are
that's
you
so
a
weird.
boobs or butt guy? What political affiliation are the feet men? Libertarians.
Oh, what about those hands, guys? Is this fascism? I don't know.
Listen, they can try
I
to
don't know
disguise it with
politics.
their little intersectionality buzzwords all they want, but at the end of the day, women just want a socially acceptable reason to hate other women. That's it.
Good
nice.
genes passed on to offspring. That American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney
Is this no way this is her real house, right? That's just a little too much going on.
is literally overt eugenics.
What the
I know
fuck?
you don't want to hear this, but if you want to talk about how that ad is promoting eugenics, which
Wait, is she lip syncing her own audio?
absolutely is, we also have to talk about how choosing not to wear a mask when you can during an ongoing pandemic because
Oh,
you're okay
shut
with
up.
a certain subset of people, primarily disabled people of color,
They still think the
dying for your own
pandemic's going on?
comfort, is also eugenics.
1 second.
So they somehow we also got COVID in this too. Pandemic, sorry, another buzzword.
2025. We are talking about wearing masks for COVID in 2025. I like how she's woke scolding the other woke scolds for not woke scolding about her particular pet issue. COVID broke the brains of so many of these people, man. It's because it's when the world was just a giant, safe HR longhouse. where
Yeah,
it was
I
socially
mean-
acceptable for them to be moral busybodies and never leave their home.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was like the
They're all at home,
closest
so they
to
could do
their
whatever they
live
want.
shit utopia that we have ever gotten, and they miss it.
I remember growing up in a predominantly white community, wishing myself out of this body, out of this culture.
What the
Take my
fuck?
name. If it meant that I could wake up blonde-haired and blue-eyed, never having to explain who
This sounds-
I am,
bro, this
or
sounds like
worry
a you
about being
problem.
accepted. That is why this American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is especially off-putting.
Listen, I'm sorry that happened to you, but
I'm
we
not.
live in a predominantly white country. If you go to another country, there will be a different beauty standard. If you go to the country of your ancestors, there will be a different
I was
beauty
gonna say,
standard,
like,
and
India
maybe
or
it will look
you know,
more like
for
you.
brown skin.
But again, she didn't say her genes were better or the best, and it's not like all the hot popular celebrities look like Sydney
yeah,
Sweeney.
they
Look
don't.
at Ana de Armas. Look at Zendaya. They don't look any
How you pronounce? I say Zendaya.
thing like
Zendaya?
Sydney Sweeney, and they are known as very beautiful around Hollywood. This is why corporations and the media think in order to pander to the female gaze, everything has to be like average and frumpy and ugly.
Yeah.
Because women can't stop fucking projecting their insecurities. Not every character in a movie or a video game
It's gonna
has
look
to
like you. Yeah, true.
Not everyone in an
Has to be
ad
clapped.
has to look like you.
That's the worst part when they bring it into video games, bro. That's my spot. Why are you bringing this shit into video games? Give me hot
Hell, the only
characters.
time I see people who look like me is when I turn on the live-action Grinch movie. You notice men never say this shit, by the way? They usually go like, wow, that man is strong. I don't look like that. I'm gonna go to the gym. And women are like, wow.
I was about to say, like, I mean, dude, honestly, I go like, dude, that guy's hot. No homo though. But if it's the boys, that dude's hot. Homo.
Oh, that woman is thin. I don't look like that. I'm gonna go complain.
What makes Sydney Sweeney's jeans better? Like, why did you get that joke? All us woke people are saying is that it's just a little bit weird to directly
It's not
reference
weird.
European jeans as better.
Again, she never said that her jeans were
Jeans are
better.
better.
You are making shit up.
Now, when you think of
Damn,
the
those are
all-American girl,
big lips
like
and
the
chiseled chin.
standard of like American beauty, you probably think blonde hair, blue eyes,
No.
white girl, right? You're not supposed to think that way.
You're not supposed to think that way, guys. That's double plus ungood.
I don't even know what
That's
the
ingrained
beauty standard.
in
Just
you
a
because
attractive
of
person.
negative things that have been pushed on you by society.
When you think about the all-American woman, you should be thinking about an obese, transgender,
my 500
woman
pounds
or
life or
something.
whatever
what
it's
would
called.
be an acceptable
1,000-pound life. I
vision
don't
of
know
the
what it is.
American woman for this person? It's insane she's saying that we think Sydney Sweeney is hot because of negative things that have been pushed on us by society. No, bitch, we have eyes. And just
We can
because
look.
she is attractive does not mean you are also not attractive. Look at your
It's just-
full lips. That is a standard of beauty I'll never live up to. But that's okay, because I have other things that are
Nah, I
beautiful
don't-
and unique about
I
me.
think some
just
big
like
lips
you
are a
have
little
other
too
things that
big.
are beautiful and unique about you. Regardless if Sydney Sweeney is held up as the American beauty standard. These are lessons your mother should have taught you. Not a YouTuber. Sydney Sweeney's ad
Not a
shows a
YouTuber.
cultural shift towards whiteness. Advertisements are always mirrors of society, and some
Cultural shift towards whiteness, so we are moving away from it or something. 'Cause
Sometimes what they
everybody says
reflect is
that it was, as the lady just said, it was like part of it. You know, like we grew up with it being the beauty standard is white.
ugly and startling. Boo! A white woman. Oh, the fucking author is white. I hate these people, man. Shut up. Shut up. It's one thing
That was
when it's like
based.
a non-white person talking about how white people suck. It's like, okay, you're just racist. But when it's a white person talking about white people suck, you need to be ground up into a pulp and fed to livestock. You would honestly be more useful that way. Ads are always mirrors of society.
They're just trying to,
and
like,
sometimes what
pander.
they reflect is ugly and startling. Popular American culture is, indisputably, becoming more puritanical and more conservative. Puritanical? The focus of the ad was her tits and ass. This is
True.
not at
Not even
all
her
a
ass.
conservative, puritanical ad. Have
Just
you seen
straight
what the
chest.
puritanical right thinks of Sydney Sweeney? They think she's a whore, okay? They think she's a whore. The backlash
Damn,
has been
where
swift
did you
and
even get that
fierce, and
information
Some of
from?
it, at least if you ask me, is fair. The internet has been quick to condemn the advertisement as non-inclusive at best. Non-inclusive? Why the f
it's
does
a one
everything have to
person.
be inclusive? It's a commercial with one fucking person
Yeah,
in
I
it.
don't know.
Sweeney exudes a source of vintage sexiness that caters to the male gaze. She embodies the near
Yes.
mythological girl next door beautiful but low maintenance sexy femininity that dominated the media in the 1990s
I think
and
that's
early
what
2000s.
it
Oh wow,
was
that
going
sounds
for.
great. You're telling me that's fascism? Waiter, more fascism, please. What the f? It's just so funny, like,
We're so
the left
dumb.
is currently losing their mind about how, like, they need to get young men to vote for Democrats again, and here they are, like, blondes with big is are fascism.
Fascism,
Listen,
yeah.
the alt-right pipeline does not start with the American Eagle ad. It starts with you. What are you doing? This is not at all a conservative far-right ad. It's just
And
a
they, like,
normal
blew-
ad
this
that
thing-
would've
this, like,
ran,
issue blew up, too.
15
I don't
years
know.
ago.
It's
But I guess
insane.
that's what being far-right is nowadays. Being normal from 15 years ago. I love this random part of the article, though. Young women are being radicalized through so-called clean skincare and healthy eating. So
How is that a problem though? Taking a shower ain't even good. That's a problem apparently. Oh, what the hell?
fascism is hot people eating healthy and having clean skin. Goebbels himself could not make better
That's
propaganda.
so stupid.
Literally, as I am editing this video, the New York Times
Thinness,
comes out with his
when
opinion
diet
piece,
culture meets-
why the right is obsessed with thinness. I would really, really appreciate if people stopped equating health and beauty to
With dieting?
fascism. Because
well-
if health and beauty are fascism, what is unhealthiness and ugliness? Unfortunately, a big part of
I just
socially
feel like
progressive-
everything's about dieting. Like has such a stigma. It's just no, it's not dieting. Just eat a little bit less and cleaner. Not so much fucking McDonald's and ordered food and shit.
progressive ideology is dismantling hierarchies
And maybe go for a walk. That might help too.
and norms and challenging what society sees as conventional, traditional, and beautiful. A really good example of this was those statues that were put up like all
Why
over
was this put
different
up?
cities of like a frumpy woman in leggings. And the artist says like the purpose of these was to like challenge conventional beauty standards. And it's like, imagine looking like one of these women and then hearing like, oh yeah, this was put up to challenge,
Challenge
beauty.
beauty.
Like,
You're not beautiful in most. Yeah, that's so rage bait.
What do you mean by that? Remember the whole body positivity movement like 10 years ago? Remember like all the fat influencers? Remember when every single
all the influencers, yeah, they're all dead.
Ad was like this ad, for example? Calvin Klein's latest underwear campaign is breaking big boundaries. Big boundaries. Whoa, whoa.
No, it's just breaking the elastic.
Whoa, whoa. What do you mean by that? While fashion is starting to seriously consider creating more inclusive environment for consumers, there is still a huge mountain to climb before it is truly considered diverse. Huge mountain? No, that's just me.
That's
and that's why Calvin Klein, probably the most
Uncalled
famous
for.
name associated with underwear, just launched a groundbreaking
Oh
campaign.
no.
Groundbreaking?
Earthquake is bomb.
Come on now. The campaign is all about feeling free to
These are all
express
like,
yourself, being uninhibited.
yo, mama so fat, she burnt the ground when she walks, kind of jokes.
And being provocative by challenging the norms we see on a regular basis. See? Challenging norms. It's all about challenging norms. This reminds me of that Protein World controversy from 2015. Old heads will remember. I wrote an article about it for the Libertarian Republic. Wow, that was a long time ago. But anyway, a billboard with this ad for a protein powder supplement was put up and people lost their fucking minds.
I don't know why.
They vandalized it. They threatened to get a bunch of the employees fired. They threatened to go where the company was located with hammers, all because they committed the great crime of body shaming by daring to have a thin, attractive woman on their ad. This ad made other companies come out with their own like little virtue signaling things, like passive aggressive, like everybody is ready. Like every fashion magazine, every beauty magazine was pumping this out at the time, just fat, 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 fat. The rise of like
and then
Tess Holiday and the hashtag.
And then they hit him with a dead.
F your beauty.
Oh, I remember Tess Holiday.
Standards. Oh my god. You could not escape this. Also, suspiciously, body positivity only seemed to mean obese women.
Yeah, for guys, you still had to have a six-pack.
But yes, everywhere you looked, it was like fat, 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 and everyone was like, yes, queen. Well, now we live in Ozempic world, and the fat acceptance
Ozempic's OP.
have died. Like many of the fat influencers, unfortunately.
See, there it is. I knew it was going to come up.
Are like crashing out about the Sydney Sweeney ad because they really do feel like all the work they have done to like socially engineer people's behavior and preferences has been just like destroyed overnight. Who would win? Decades of propaganda? One big booby girl. I wrote in the old article, I can't say I'm too surprised at the backlash towards this model's body. We are living in a world where instead of striving to better ourselves and live a healthy lifestyle, praising obesity and unattractiveness is becoming the norm. Well, Shoe on Head from 10 years ago, you will be happy to hear that it seems like it's no longer the norm. Because apparently not just American Eagle, but like Dunkin' Donuts and Arby's are using hot people in their ads again.
Not the girl, the dude.
Is the culture truly healing, or are we about to go into a deep financial recession? Questions we should be asking. Angry Reddit freaks also doxed Sydney.
Wait, bro, doxing is insane. Bro, how do people dox people without IP check?
Looking through her voting records and found out she is a registered Republican. One of the most common things I saw about this were how like all the women getting mad about Sydney Sweeney were ugly, and I don't think that's true. There were some like pretty people in there, but it got onto this topic that I see all the time, and that is, why are liberal women so ugly? Leftists are ugly, conservatives are hot, which is not true, by the way. I was at January 6th, okay? But for the most part, stereotypes exist for a reason, right?
Wait, do you know what January 6th is?
Conservatives are, well, conservative with the way that they present themselves. They tend to follow norms and beauty standards, which is why, for example, the media called Hassan a, quote, progressive in a MAGA body. And how so many women on dating apps nowadays are looking for a man who votes
Good old
Democrat,
terrorism, dude, on
looks
Twitch.
like a Republican. Everyone is
what is it?
aware of the stereotype.
So like, when was it? I think when just before Joe Biden got elected or something like that? Where's it after he got elected? I don't remember. Trump was like, yo, guys, we should go to what's DC or whatever, wherever the fucking White House is or whatever. I forget what it's called. And it was on January 6th, and people were saying they stormed the Capitol and whatever. And he just asked for like a peaceful protest, and I think a couple people were locked up. It's like a big drama in the US.
You know the stereotype, like the overweight, blue hair, nose ring. They're not all ugly, of course, but many purposely make themselves look ugly because.
And like from what I understand, it was actually pretty much peaceful, but they say people were just like, and they like people did enter buildings. So they say some people say that they were allowed to enter the buildings by like security and stuff, and some people say they all stormed buildings and shit.
Being ugly is saying f you to the man. Marcel Duchamp's art piece, Fountain, which was
What the
literally
fuck?
just a urinal, was a f you to art institutions and classical ideas of beauty. Those f-ass ugly concrete block brutalist
How the hell-
buildings
oh.
are another example.
Nah, this one's actually pretty sick. I kind of like it.
Brutalism
It's giving me a
emerged after
cyberpunk
World War
vibe.
II as a post-war modernist style, in part created as a f you to the classical architecture celebrated by, drumroll, the Nazis.
The
Now think of
Nazis.
those concrete buildings
course
and
it
the
is.
urinal and apply it to broader society. Basically,
Yeah,
the
this is about the
blue
Sydney
hair
Sweeney
and nose
ad.
ring is a f you to,
Oh
well,
my god, you.
Sydney Sweeney. Hitler existed, so now everything has to be fat and ugly. Sorry. I
Fucking
don't know
Hitler.
why so many
Ruin it
on
for
the
the
left
rest
want
of
to
us.
give the concept of beauty and health to the right, but it is not a winning strategy. Listen, I just want everyone's basic needs met, alright? I don't want people going in debt if they get into a car accident, or be homeless, or get sent
why I got
to foreign
insurance.
wars. I didn't sign up for this stupid shit. It is funny though how like every time Sydney Sweeney is on camera, there's like a right-wing article like, woke is dead.
Damn.
Wokeness is no
Hot.
match for Sydney Sweeney's undeniable beauty. Are Sydney Sweeney's breasts double D harbingers of the death of woke? Was that girl right about conservatives? being
That's
good
just push up,
guys?
bro. Oh my god.
She might have been right after
Bro,
all.
that just reminds me of a show
Honestly,
we
this
watched.
doesn't really make sense because like the left are the
Damn, I thought you
ones
just-
trying to
yeah.
normalize porn and like OnlyFans culture and stuff like that. If anything,
Yeah,
there's
no,
too
I-
much boobs everywhere.
got
We need
checked
to
out playing
calm down a
Battlefield.
bit. But when it comes to Sydney's like classical bombshell beauty, like I kind of get where they're coming from. Sydney Sweeney is a hot white woman who does not mind catering to the male gaze after we had a decade of hearing about how the male gaze is
Bro,
bad
like,
and toxic.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, her front profile is hot. Her side profile, hey, it ain't the best.
A decade of hearing about how white people are
Hey, Miss
bad and
Mojo.
toxic. A decade of ugly, angry, fat androgyny seeping its way into everything and anything. When people say Sydney Sweeney is anti-woke, I don't even think they mean politically. I think they just mean like Sydney Sweeney is like looking into
Not-
a time portal
not black.
back to 1992. A time when porn addiction wasn't such a big issue. Every woman didn't show her hole online for $5.
True. OnlyFans
Hookup
OP.
apps didn't exist. It's like a bunch
Bro,
of
should we create OnlyFans, but it's just AI? Is that what we gotta do? Just create AI OnlyFans, make some money off the old guys? Should I just put a potato on the side? I think potatoes are too thick, dude. Potatoes have the thick look on the side. You know, she is not thick on in the back. You know, she's just more like a stick. Maybe like fries. You know what? Maybe like she looks like a fries. But the front great. Front profile is phenomenal. I understand that MILF.
Millennials and
The
Zoomers
reference.
are longing for a time they never experienced. But yes, this is a cultural shift, but not necessarily a conservative one. Just a return to like normalcy, a return to normal Americana consumerism. In 2065, conservatives are going to be like posting people twerking like, return! These same
Return.
TikTok freaks who are
True.
attacking Sydney Sweeney have been sounding the alarm about this cultural shift for some time now. And we see a bunch of celebrities embracing like looking normal and healthy again. Like Demi Lovato is a perfect example of this. She was an obese,
No,
short hair,
nine Demi
walking
Lovato. What's her name? Lizzo. Lizzo used to be like I'm pretty sure she is still kind of on the big side, but she rips that Ozempic pill. I think it's a pill at least. Ozempic's OP. Man, you lose so much weight on it, and now she lost a lot of weight.
stereotype, crying about a frozen yogurt place daring to sell sugar-free frozen yogurt.
I walked in, was so triggered
Damn.
that I left without froyo.
To now being skinny and healthy and married.
Bro,
and
see,
even
look
making
at that. You see how much weight she lost there, bro? That's all. I swear, that's all Ozempic.
TikTok dancing happily in that same frozen yogurt place.
The singer returning to the scene of the crime Wednesday, poking fun at herself.
Dude, she doesn't
on
look the
her
same at
social-
all.
That's part of the reason these people are freaking out and saying like fascist aesthetics, because they know the chokehold they have had on culture is losing its grip. Inshallah. Once Sam Smith
Inshallah.
goes back to being normal,
Oh my God.
that's when I know the culture is healing. Thankfully, American Eagle did not
Yeah,
bend the
Sam
knee
Smith
and did
does some
not
weird shit.
apologize to the horde. In fact, they doubled down. Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is and always was about the genes. Her genes, her story. Wait a minute. Her genes, her story. HH.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
I
Now,
don't
I
know.
can
I actually
sit
don't
here
know
and
the
say obvious,
HH
like, these
reference.
corporations just want to pander to you. They just want to sell you like.
I was going
yeah,
with
obviously.
like Hitler,
but,
but
have you
I don't think
considered,
so.
It's good when corporation pander to me personally. I just realized so much of American political discourse is like
Dude, I love the
around
white-
fucking corporations
the white
and ads.
monster.
the Gillette commercial, Bud Light.
She's so base for that.
Protein World. There are so many examples. Like, it's just crazy how so much of our politics revolves around consuming things. I will buy blue team product. I will buy red team product.
Yeah, honestly, bro, like that's kind of happening like here. I'm not even from like America, but like, but since like there's tariffs going on between Canada and US, mother's like, oh, we gotta buy Canadian products. Like, I mean, shit, I don't care.
In conclusion,
buy whatever
we're
tastes
tired
good
of
or is
ugly.
cheapest.
There's hot people in ads again. The white woman is back, baby. Let's go. 500 trillion more to Israel. Nobody can afford
500 more to
house.
Israel.
The world is run by pedophiles, but woke is dead, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
So if you like this video, please subscribe and maybe donate to me on Patreon. Link down below. All Patreon members get the uncensored version of every single video a day early. So you
Damn.
get to hear all the fucks and shits uncensored. If you can't or don't want to do that, there's also a little tip jar down below. You can leave a little tip and I will give it a little heart. It helps the channel out and I appreciate it so much. Also, big shout out to Holtzkern again for sponsoring this video. Check them out, link down below. And I will see you very soon with a new video.
That was kind of a banger, dude.